about 8 o'clock in the morning and it's 3 degrees and I've just had it with these onions. It's time to get them in because it's getting too cold to mess about outside. We are due for a few nicer days, but I'll be working then, so I'm going to haul out the rest of these. These are smaller, piddlier, and down to the fact that we had no spring really. So the first ones I took out were much larger and I left these in hopes of them getting there, but they're just not bulbing up now, and it's just too cold. So that's what I'm at today. I'm just going to pull the rest of these, and then I'm going to pull some other things that for the same reason, get them in and see if I can store some, and of course for eating non-stop vegetables. So I'll just get on and pull the rest of these. Okay, I'll take these in and I think I'll have a cup of coffee before I do anything else. So there's a basket of rather small onions. Okay, so when you have underdeveloped onions, all is not a loss. Make French onion soup, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I also have a squash that didn't survive his war wounds. I had to chop off a bit, and that will be a squash and carrot soup that I'll make today. So 2 soups. And the green onions, or the green onion tops, I should say, will be chopped and put in the freezer as is. Do not blanch. Just put them straight into the freezer. Cut them to the size that you want for cooking, and they remain loose and intact, not bunched together, and they're perfect for throwing in all winter in your food dishes. The key to French onion soup, I won't go into it. Obviously, you all have your preferred, but for me, I must say that sweat your onions. Sweat, sweat, sweat. If you can do it for an hour, if you can do it for an hour and a half, in mostly butter and a dash of olive oil. Sweat those onions. That brings out the richness, the sweetness. It makes a huge difference in a classic French onion soup. Also, as my mother would say, sage till you smell it. So put enough sage, and sage is the herb for me for French onion soup, till you smell it. You really want to have the aroma of the sage for the herb. Anywho, I better get on to my soups. Okay, so I had to come inside for this in the garage because it's so windy outside. But I just wanted to say, and I have to preface this by saying, not that I'm knowledgeable on this by any means, but if you pull a bean plant and it has just roots like this, pull it out because there's nothing there. And here's a couple. And I'm talking about the nitrogen that they're supposed to put in the soil. So there's nothing left on those. It's gone to the plant. And that's it. But if you have, like me, a short season, and the plant does different stages,
you could pull your roots and you'll see this. And these little bits are the nitrogen the plant has gathered and stored, and still good. So for me anyway, I'm going to toss these back into the soil, and because that's nitrogen fixers as the beans are called. But when they have fully done their thing, there's nothing left. And you'll see that when you pull them. Again, I'm not any great knowledgeable person on this, but these obviously have them, and they're going back into my garden.